Hey there, it's Terry, and I'm just gonna breeze through. Start out inside the cave, and really, the only thing of significance is the status of this maxillaria pendula that I just got, and still is alive. So that's really all I wanted to look at over here. Now let's go down here to this area where I have an assortment. This is my Angraecum vici, and still doing really well, giving me new leaves. Even the kikis are putting out fresh green tips. And this one over here. This over here is an alabaster that I got from Pete, and that is losing a leaf. And then this one also is browning. Now, according to Ed, that means there is probably scale. And I'm not really seeing any scale, but I will assume that the plant is fine due to it putting out new leaves. Kikis are still growing. So I think that's okay. Right in front of that is the little kiki of Angraecum florulentum. And back over this way is another cross, Angraecum white emblem. This is Magdaleni crossed with Diderii. And that is a root. And there's another root down at the base. So, oh, and there's a leaf. Good. To the right, here is my Cimbadella cross, Rhodochelia times Falcagera. This growth continues, and the other side is putting up another growth. And it already put out new roots. In front of here is one of my Hippodama times Small World. I just kind of repotted that. And this is Lady Isabel, little baby. And this is a Gongora Sanderiana that I got from Orchidea. Just really looking for signs of life. And look, there's a new growth. So, yippee-yi-yay. How you like me now? Anyway, and then there's a couple bulbophyllums that have growths coming up, as does this one here, which is Mandibulare. And this little baby over here, that was a freebie. I think it's Crown Point. Up here is my new acquisition that I got this past week. And this is Isabellia virginalis. Cute miniature. That is produced by the plant when the pseudobulb matures, or maybe before. And down here is another anchor cord. Here is used to be Arangus Hirotiana. Now it's Chamarangus or Microtangus. But in any event, it is a miniature. They bloom in the late winter, early spring on really wiry, thin inflorescence that kind of resemble roots. But in the, when they do bloom, they are orange, little dainty flowers. Can have a slight fragrance, but nothing too remarkable. But it is still a nice, and it's easy to grow shade. Fertilizing in this summer, less and drier when it's resting in the winter. This is my repotted, it is Angraecum, no, it's Angraecum. I got Angraecums on the mind. It's Stanhopeia Yolanda Brack. And this is the other import that I got, which is Areopsis biloba. And I am not so confident about this now. You see how mushy that is. And this is also, it's still hard at the base. But still, and this growth, the newest growth, seems still to be firm and to the touch. So that's Areopsis biloba. Very beautiful flower, very vivid orange flower, maybe a little green in there. And here's my Den Hercoglossum that just finished blooming, and it's putting up some growths. There's my little Trichocentrum anyway, it's this one. This is a mature blooming size, and this is Superbum, I believe. Trichocentrum Superbum, or anyway. That one is recovering, and my hip is just killing me. So I'm really going to rush through this. Over this way is another bulbophyllum. I think this is Mandibulare. No, this is Megalanthum. I want to say this was a gift as well. But it is putting out more roots. And down here, more roots. Isn't that amazing? How they found that, they filled that gap. Dick Pippin, a no name, and talk about roots. Roots. And it's got two growths going. Should be doing something. Can bloom any time. Back there is one of my tropical pointers, and I moved that BC Helen out of the sun. It was just getting burned. Got just some Brassavolas up here. This is my other Small World times Hippodama, and look at those roots. I love that pastel-y, salmon-y color. Wow, love it. This is my Den Goldenaya that has been a couple years from blooming. It used to be very reliable, twice a year. Still be giving me some growths. Yeah, the Pasavalas are really all speed ahead, watering them a few times a day. We have been having just the weather. But let me go back in here and show you these two up here that I completely don't want to forget. And this is my, Jirac Kiku. And it's putting up 3 new growths. Here's one there, and this is a new growth. These up here are my trichocentrums that I got from Orchidea. Lanceanum right here, that's mounted. Lopharius Lanceanum, but I'll call it trichocentrum. And then I've got my Nana here. They're both mounted. Didn't want to forget that. And this is, well, no, my Parkinsonianum is out there. Okay. More Bulbophyllum. No, I don't have Bulbophyllum. I want to look down here. Here are my Angraecum magdalenis. 1, 2. And here's a spike that is Dosa times Milleri, so that should be yellow. Behind here, this is my Encyclia gracilis, which is probably Plasticchia. Finally settling in. And behind here is my Encyclia xerophytica that just opened today or yesterday. Very unique flower. If I can get it in focus and close. And be up above here, this is my Daffodil Schoenina. And here, here is another Catleanthe, Florida Suncoast Sienna Stars, or Suncoast Sienna Stars, and this growth has got a sheath. And what else can I show you? Oh, I know. On this table, over here, this is really rescues, but I moved this one over here because it's got a spike on it. And this is Suncoast Arian Blush, Flagellars times Lelia aurea. Excuse me. Here is my Cattleya iricolor. Still doing very well. Look at those roots. See? It's doing excellent. That's a species that is on my bucket list. Supposedly one of the most fragrant Cattleyas. And here is my wonky Boothly Venice, but I am pointing it out because it is giving me some really gross look. So, we'll see. Maybe its wonkiness has passed. I doubt it. Over here are a few other things that are kind of newly repotted. This is Chocolate Drop times Mark Jones. No, Miss Mahler. And it's got roots in the new growth. This is Cattleya boringiana or guarianthe, and there's a new growth. And this is chocolate drop kodama, and you can see the root hanging down. New growth. Of course, this is my Parkinsonianum and Colostylus that bloomed. Some encyclias here. My stretch, and these are from Santa Barbara Orchid Estate. This is a nice Prostechia Lancianum or Lanciata, something like that. That's given me a nice flush of new growths and beautiful roots. And my Oncidium Vimatachilum. That, as I said last month, it has matured its latest growth. I still have not seen this plant bloom. Waiting. I will wait. Really, that's about it. Some of my crosses, Martin Wolf times Florida Stars, is maturing a couple nice growths. Then here is my Walker Renter. That's got this nice growth here. Looks like it's going to be bloom sized. And look at the roots. Fantastic. And that's Edithiana, Encyclia. And this is Mark Jones, which has 2 growths going, but the roots are more impressive than the growths. I mean, they're stunted. Up here is my Encyclia placata that I know there are sheaths inside of the plant, so stay tuned, folks. I think this is going to bloom for me. Here is my Martin Wolf, LC Martin Wolf. And it's got a few new growths. There's 2 right there, and then there's a couple on this side. I'm not sure what it's going to do. I guess it's not bloom size yet, but soon. Yeah, there really is not much. There's a Gotten Sunray that's got 2 growths. This is my Encyclia Magic Magic. It's putting out roots, but that's about it. What else? Here's one of my Cordigeras, Encyclia Cordigera, very fragrant. Keeping it dry, trying not to pass those the buds and the new growths. Here is really something growing really strong, and this is my Peach Bird, and the latest growths. I guess that's about it. And my Trichocentrums are just kind of hanging out here. Not really seeing any signs of spike. This is Jason Fuchs. Both of these are. This is Johnsonii. Now, yeah, more Encyclia species. That's my Dichroma. That's really growing well. It's giving me that growth over there and maturing that growth, and then it's got another one. And here's my Buthiana, and this is a Denicale roots. It's got that growth. That's 2 growths. And then here is my Hamburii. Lots of growths. This is close to bloom size. So know the big, still looking to be getting a bit too much sun, but hope that people get out and give me some blooms. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And I'm not gonna go over these. That's a cucullata. Brassavola cucullata. Here's my small world up here. Let me look at it. Oh, look, nice growth. Cattleya small world. Okay. That's pretty much it, folks. That is it. I was looking for my Cola Stylus, my falcata, but I've got this one, the piece that fell off, that I pulled off, and I think it's going to be okay. See those roots and that little growth. The other one that I have, well, here it is. 5. And it's got those growths. Epidendrum falcata. Okay, so I think that's it. Really was not much going on. Just things are growing. Anyway, thanks for watching.